Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's JPA here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Rangers versus Greenock Morton tomorrow in the Scottish Cup there, the League Cup. If you're new to the channel, please think about hitting the subscribe button, and we'll just get straight into this video, guys. So, Rangers versus Greenock Morton in the League Cup, 12:30 kick-off tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon rather. It's on Viaplay, so not a great channel. If you can get on Rangers TV, try and get on that, because Viaplay just isn't a great channel in my opinion. It's going to be an interesting game because the way we've started this season has been a bit hit or a miss. Obviously the game against Kilmarnock was really poor, and I feel we've improved week on week with our performances. But when you play against these lower teams, you know what you're going to get. It's going to be another low block, very similar to how Livingston played, I think. They're not a great footballing side. They're very physical though, which is one thing they've got. I don't know if anybody remembers Alan Power. He used to play for Kilmarnock. If you remember rightly, he's the one that kicked Ryan Jack in the face and got a yellow card for it. If you remember, the referee that night was Willie Collum, so that does not surprise me in the slightest that happened. I think they've got Kirk Broadfoot as well, if you remember, another ex-Kilmarnock player, also played for Rangers as well. I remember Broadfoot becoming a bit of a dick when he left here and joined them. I always remember the couple of incidents he had with Morelos at Ibrox. I think he tried to get him sent off. Bad sportsmanship in my opinion. I no longer like Broadfoot, and to be honest with you, I didn't really like Broadfoot when he was at Rangers either. I didn't think he was good enough, and it's one of the weird ones where you get a really not a great player playing in high profile matches. I mean, he played in the European final, for God's sake. It's mental to think that, because I didn't think he was ever good enough. Decent, but not good enough for Rangers in my opinion. So anyway, moving on for that, Rangers kind of have to stop looking at what other teams are going to bring and start imposing their own game on these teams. I mean, we've got good players, and even the fringe players that I think will come in, I don't think they're going to make wholesale changes, but I think he will make maybe 4 or 5 changes to their starting lineup at least. So in terms of the lineup, it's going to be interesting to see who Michael Beale drops and who he puts in there. I'd like to see Sterling get a wee bit of a run out. Also like to see Hadji get a wee bit of a run out. I want to see Dessers in there simply for the fact he's getting a little bit of slack a little bit slated right now. He's not having the best time out, and I'd like for him to get a couple of goals maybe and kind of boost his confidence a little bit. Maybe the same with Sima, to be honest with you. But it'll be interesting to see who he plays. Matondo's another one who I'd like to maybe see get a wee run of minutes. I'm going to go a very modest Rangers 3, Greenock Morton 0. I don't think it's going to be a complete walkover. I don't think it's going to be a cricket score, like 6-7-0, although some fans seem to think so, for what I've seen on social media. I do think it'll be a tight game for much of it. I think we're going to have to go. This is how I think the game will go. I think we'll go 1-0 up, probably first maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. Then we'll no score for 70, 80 minutes, and we'll get another couple of goals towards the end of the game. I think it's going to be that kind of game, but I do think we'll have a wee bit too much quality for them. Although they're going to dig in, make it hard for us. I do think we're going to have just too much quality for them in the end. So I think that's the way it's going to go. In terms of goal scorers, as I said, I'd like to see Dessers get on the score sheet, so I'm thinking he's going to get 1. Other goals, I'm going to go Captain Tav is always good for a goal. And the other one, I think, is going to be one of our midfielders. Possibly Cantwell, but I kind of see him playing the full 90 minutes, if I'm honest with you. So maybe one of our other midfielders, maybe even Lundstrom. I don't know if he'll get a wee run out of tomorrow, but potentially him for the goals. I'm not too fussed about if I get the goal scorers right, to be honest, but I'd like to get the score right. So that's the video done, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Get your predictions down in the comments section below. We'll see who's right, and we'll obviously come back here to the channel and talk about the game after it. Cheers.